I joined Passive Expert 2 months ago, and since then there's been lots of updates to their website, and I'll go through some of the latest ones in a moment, but first I want to go through the results I've had over the last 2 months. So Passive Expert went live on the 20th of March 2020. I put in $100 initially and then added $900 to bring it up to $1,000. And between the 21st of March and the 31st, they paid an average of 0.8%. And then in the month of April, lots of different rates. You can see some of the rates went down around here, and I think that was the Easter holidays. And the month of April ended with an average of 0.69%. So these percentages here over that holiday period where a lot of companies weren't trading reduced the overall percentage. Now remember, Passive Expert has a portfolio of companies that they invest in, and we're paid based upon the performance of that portfolio. So around holiday times, when companies aren't trading, there'll be a reduction in profits. Now, May so far has been going well, and the average there is 0.72. But the cumulative total so far over the last 2 months has been 0.74%. Now let me do some calculations here. So if I put in $100 and the cashback profit is going to be 25%, so multiply that by 1.25. So we're going to receive back a total of $125. If I divide that by 0.74, it'll take 169 days to receive that 125%. Now if I divide by 30 days works out at 5.6 months. So let's say 5.5 months. So to work out the net profit, 25% net profit over 5.5 months is 4.54% net per month. Now that doesn't factor in compounding, which would increase your profit, but compounding is a choice. Now my overall view of this platform is that it's very low risk, because it anticipates the possible failure of some of the crypto companies that they invest in. And by spreading that risk across multiple companies, it's very hard to lose. And that's why I said in the beginning when I looked at these guys that they're very likely to last a very long time. They will outlast the majority of the crypto platforms we know today. So this is a long-term one. Now looking at the dashboard, you can see that under the AdPack cashback area, the total rewards, the total profits that I received back in the last 2 months. So I put in 1,000, I've got 47 back, which is 47%. So after 2 months, I received 47% of my original capital back. Now in my last video, I created an ad and I wanted to check on the effectiveness of that ad. So let's go to AdPacks, my login ads. And this one I created here, I allocated 850 credits, and so far 838 have been used, and I received 85 clicks. Now that's pretty good. That means 10% of the people who've seen that login ad have clicked on it. So I'm going to create another one, and I'm going to use the same link. So let me just copy this link here. I'm going to go to AdPacks, create login ad, and don't forget to use the ad tester to check your ad. Now I have 1,000 credits available, so put 1,000 in there, paste my URL in there, and create login ad. Domain already exists. So I imagine the restriction there is that lots of people were probably trying to put in the same ad to try and increase their chances of it appearing. Okay, never mind. I will wait till my first one expires and then I'll add that ad in again. Now this is a good example of some of the controls that Passive Expert have put into their system. And one of those other controls is one I've had a few people email me about, and that's about multiple accounts. Now if you read the terms and conditions or look at their FAQs, you'll see that multiple accounts are not allowed. And their system has automated checks, so that if you try and create 2 accounts or log into 2 accounts from the same machine, it will automatically penalize you. So if, for example, you created a second account or logged into an account that's a sub-account of yours, you won't get the commissions from that second account. So make sure you read the terms and conditions because they're very keen on enforcing them. Now, if I look across at withdrawals, I asked support to reset my 2FA as an example because I've had quite a few people say they've lost their backup key, their 2FA secret code, and I wanted to give a demonstration of it. So as you can see here, it's flashing like it's flashing like crazy, telling you to make a note of the backup key and keep it in a safe place. Now I'll tell you what I do. I have 3 copies of every 2FA for every platform I'm in. My first copy is on my mobile phone. So I install Google Authenticator, I scan the barcode, and I add it in there. That's my first copy. My second copy is I print off the backup key, also known as the secret key, plus the barcode, and then I laminate that printout and I put it in my safe. The third copy, I use a Google Authentication Manager like WinAuth, WINAUTH. But remember, if you use WinAuth, it reduces your security, but you can keep it in a secure virtual machine with disk encryption and all that nice stuff. Anyway, you got to research that stuff for yourself. The point is to anticipate that you could lose your phone. So if you did, how would you get back in? So I'm now going to go through my 3 procedures now and make sure that my 2FA codes are safe. Okay, so 2FA is now activated. So I'm going to go back into Finance and Withdrawal. Now I want to bring your attention to another change in here, and that's choose your fee option. Now in the beginning, there were 0 fees. Withdrawal fees were absorbed by PassiveXpert. But you may have noticed in the last few weeks that Bitcoin fees have been going crazy. There's been congestion on the Bitcoin network even today, and sometimes PassiveXpert have had to absorb 10% fees. And obviously that's not sustainable. So what they've done is change this so we have to pay the fee. Now this is still cheaper than any of the other platforms that charge fees, because PassiveXpert are not making any money on the fees. They're just passing on the exact fee that the miners are charging them. So we have 2 options. You can choose priority, which means what it says, you get your money quicker, or regular, which means you get your money slower. Now the other thing they've done is they've made withdrawals automatic. So no more waiting for approvals. Withdrawals are instant. And I love that. That's a really great feature. And it means that we're a lot safer. When we can withdraw instantly without anyone else being involved, it reduces our risk. So I'm going to do a withdrawal now. I copy this figure in here, paste it in there, paste in my wallet address. And you can see that the priority fee is $28.58. That sounds a lot, but the withdrawal amount is a lot as well. So I'm going to choose a regular fee. I'm not in any particular rush. And now I put in my new 2FA code and withdraw. Now you can see it comes up as paid straight away. And there we go, the funds have arrived. So that's great. Instant payments are quite rare for low risk companies. So I'm really pleased that they added that feature. Alright, so that's my update for PassiveXpert. Alright, take care guys.